In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Indeed, we sent Noah to his people, saying, "Warn your people before there comes to them a painful punishment."
See Surah Al-Ma'arij, Ayah 33, for the Tafsir.
He said, "O my people, indeed I am to you a clear warner."
See Surah Al-Ma'arij, Ayah 33, for the Tafsir.
Saying, "Worship Allah, fear Him and obey me."
See Surah Al-Ma'arij, Ayah 33, for the Tafsir.
Allah will forgive you of your sins and delay you for a specified term. Indeed, the time set by Allah, when it comes, will not be delayed, if you only knew.
Commentary: and Allah will forgive you your sins. Surah Nuh, Ayah 4. The particle min is often used to indicate division into parts, that is, to refer to only a part of an amount, group or number. If it is taken in that sense here, it would signify that by embracing the faith only those sins would be forgiven which pertains to the divine rights, because violation of human rights would be forgiven only when the believer fulfills the human rights which he has violated, such as pecuniary obligations. And if they cannot be fulfilled, such as hurting somebody physically or verbally, then the person who has been so hurt must first be requested to forgive. The hadith which reports that by embracing the faith all sins are forgiven must be understood in the light of the foregoing explanation. In other words, the hadith has the same conditions attached to it as the verse under comment, that is, violation of the rights of the human beings is not forgiven except upon fulfillment of those rights or seeking forgiveness from the victims of that violation. Other scholars of tafsir interpret the particle min as saya, having no meaning, and added only because of usage. In this way, it signifies that all their sins would be forgiven. However, on the basis of other texts, this general expression is subject to the conditions mentioned above.
He said, "My Lord, indeed I invited my people to truth night and day."
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
But my invitation increased them not except in flight.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
And indeed, every time I invited them that you may forgive them, they put their fingers in their ears, covered themselves with their garments, persisted, and were arrogant with great arrogance.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
Then I invited them publicly.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
Then I announced to them and also confided to them secretly.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
And said, "Ask forgiveness of your Lord. Indeed, He is ever a perpetual forgiver."
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
He will send rain from the sky upon you in continuing showers.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
And give you increase in wealth and children, and provide for you gardens, and provide for you rivers.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
What is the matter with you that you do not attribute to Allah due grandeur?
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
While He has created you in stages.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 4, for the Tafsir.
Do you not consider how Allah has created 7 heavens in layers?
Did you not see how Allah has created 7 heavens one upon another, and has made the moon a light therein? Surah Nuh, Ayah 15-16. These verses are adduced as proof positive of divine oneness and His power. He has created 7 heavens, one on top of the other, and placed the moon as a light in them. The prepositional phrase in the verse apparently indicates that the moon is placed in the body of the heavens. The subject is fully discussed in Surah Al-Furqan under the following verse. Glorious is the one who made stellar formations in the sky and placed therein a lamp sun and a bright moon. Surah Al-Furqan, Ayah 61. Complaining about his people, Prophet Nuh said, and they devised an enormous plan. Surah Nuh, Ayah 22. In other words, they hatched a mighty plot. They rejected the message and persecuted Prophet Nuh. In addition, they let loose hooligans and hoodlums on him. They agreed that they will not abandon their gods, especially the 5 major idols whose names appear in the following verse.
And made the moon therein a reflected light, and made the sun a burning lamp.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
And Allah has caused you to grow from the earth a progressive growth.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
Then He will return you into it and extract you another extraction.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
And Allah has made for you the earth an expanse.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
That you may follow therein roads of passage.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
Noah said, My Lord, indeed they have disobeyed me, and followed him whose wealth and children will not increase him except in loss.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
And they conspired an immense conspiracy.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 15, for the Tafsir.
And said, Never leave your gods, and never leave Wad, or Suwa, or Yaguth, and Ya'uk, and Nasr.
And never forsake Wad, nor Suwa, nor Yaghath, and Ya'uk, and Nasr. Surah Nuh, Ayah 23. Imam Baghawi reports that these five were in fact righteous servants of Allah and lived in the intervening period between prophets Adam and Nuh. There were many people who held them in high regard and followed their footsteps. Even after their death, they followed their footsteps and complied with divine injunctions. A while later, Shaitan misled them. He put it to them that if they make pictures of their righteous elders and place them in front, their worship would be perfect, and they would attain the quality of humility and humbleness. Those people fell into the shaitanic trap and carved statues of them, and placed them in their temples. When they saw the statues of their elders, their memories were refreshed and experienced a special feeling. That generation gradually died, and a new generation came up. Satan played another trick with them. He imparted to them that the object of worship of their elders were statues and idols. They fell for this trick and worshipped them. This is the beginning of idol worship or idolatry. People of Prophet Nuh gradually got steeped in idolatry. They had many idols, the five mentioned in the verse under comment being the most popular because of the deep love they had for them. Let not the wrongdoers progress in anything but deviation from the right path. Surah Nuh, Ayah 24. This is the supplication of Prophet Nuh against his people. It may not be surmised that the duty and obligation of a prophetic office is to guide the people, but here Prophet Nuh, Ayah is praying for increase in his people's misguidance. Prophet Nuh did not invoke this curse out of despair or impatience. In fact, he invoked it when, after doing full justice to his mission for many centuries, his people chose the path of deviation, rebellion, disbelief, and obstinacy and persisted in it until they had reached a point of no return, of which Allah informed him thus, and it was revealed to Nuh that none of your people would ever believe except those who have already believed. Surah Hud, Ayah 36. This situation made it clear to him that his people would definitely and certainly die in the state of disbelief. So he prayed for their final destiny to overtake them sooner and destroy them.
And already they have misled many. And my Lord, do not increase the wrongdoers except in error.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 23, for the Tafsir.
Because of their sins they were drowned and put into the fire, and they found not for themselves besides Allah any helpers.
Because of their sins they were drowned, and then admitted into the fire. So they found no helpers for them besides Allah. Surah Al-Fatiha, Ayah 25. The sins referred to here are unpardonable sins of kufr and shirk. They were drowned in water and immersed in fire, an opposing punishment which is not impossible for divine power. Obviously, the fire mentioned in the verse does not refer to the fire of hell, but refers to the fire in the realm of Barzakh, the existence between the worldly life and the life of the hereafter. The Quran speaks of the fire in the realm of Barzakh. It is evident that Idna Nuh's people will be punished in hell, fire in the hereafter after resurrection and accounting for their deeds. Quran confirms punishment in the grave. The verse under comment confirms that people will be punished in the realm of Barzakh, usually referring to the period of stay in the grave. This further proves that, since the evil doers will be punished in the grave, the righteous believers will also be rewarded and blessed with favors. Authentic and successively transmitted a hadith report about the reward and punishment in the grave so abundantly and clearly that its reality cannot be denied or rejected. Therefore, there is a total agreement of the Ummah on this issue, and belief in it is the symbol of Allah's Sunnah wal Jamia.
And Noah said, My Lord, do not leave upon the earth from among the disbelievers an inhabitant.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 25 for the Tafsir.
Indeed, if you leave them, they will mislead your servants, and not beget except every wicked one and confirmed disbeliever.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 25 for the Tafsir.
My Lord, forgive me and my parents and whoever enters my house a believer, and the believing men and believing women, and do not increase the wrongdoers except in destruction.
See Surah Nuh, Ayah 25 for the Tafsir.